We all have them, those big, beautiful dreams that dance in our heads. They are the visions that keep us awake at night, filling our minds with endless possibilities and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. These dreams excite us, fill us with hope, and make us believe in a future that is not only possible but within our reach. They are the fuel that ignites our passion and drives us to strive for something greater. But then reality sets in. We think about the mountain of work ahead, the effort required, and suddenly that comfy couch seems awfully inviting. The sheer magnitude of our aspirations can be overwhelming, making the path to achieving them seem insurmountable. It's easier to hit snooze on our dreams than to face the challenge. The comfort of our current situation often outweighs the discomfort of the unknown, leading us to procrastinate and delay our journey towards our goals. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Many of us experience this internal struggle, caught between the desire to achieve and the temptation to remain in our comfort zones. Many of us struggle with this push and pull between ambition and inertia. It's a common human experience, one that requires us to dig deep and find the motivation to push past our initial resistance. We want amazing things, but summoning the energy to chase them feels impossible. The gap between where we are and where we want to be can seem vast, making the first step the hardest to take. The good news is laziness is not a life sentence, it's a temporary state, one that we have the power to change with the right mindset and approach. It's a habit, and like any habit, it can be changed. By breaking down our goals into smaller, manageable tasks, we can make progress without feeling overwhelmed. The key is to stop seeing your dreams as monumental tasks and start viewing them as a series of manageable steps. Each small step forward brings you closer to your ultimate goal, making the journey less daunting and more achievable. It's about tricking your mind, outsmarting your inner couch potato, and finding joy in the process, not just the destination. Celebrate each small victory and let them build the momentum you need to keep moving forward. Remember, every great achievement starts with a single step. Our brains are wired to conserve energy. This instinct is deeply rooted in our biology and has been essential for our survival. It's a survival mechanism from our caveman days when resources were scarce. Back then, conserving energy meant the difference between life and death. So, when faced with a large, daunting task, our brains interpret it as a threat, a potential drain on our precious energy reserves. The result? We procrastinate. This is our brain's way of protecting us from perceived danger. We choose the easier path, the one that requires the least amount of effort in the short term, even if it means delaying our dreams in the long run. This short-term comfort often comes at the expense of long-term fulfillment. This is where the trap lies. We get caught in a cycle of avoidance and delay, which only makes the task seem more intimidating. We tell ourselves we'll feel more like it tomorrow, but tomorrow often turns into next week, next month, or even next year. This constant postponement can lead to a build-up of stress and anxiety. The longer we wait, the bigger and scarier the task becomes in our minds, creating a vicious cycle of procrastination and inaction. But there's hope. Understanding this cycle is the first step to breaking free from it. By understanding how our brains work, we can outsmart them. Knowledge is power, and knowing why we procrastinate can help us develop strategies to overcome it. We can break down those overwhelming goals into bite-sized pieces, making them seem less daunting and more achievable. Each small step forward builds momentum and confidence, helping us to tackle even the most challenging tasks with ease. Celebrating small victories along the way can also keep us motivated. Remember, progress is progress no matter how small. By taking consistent, manageable steps, we can overcome procrastination and achieve our goals. Laziness is not a personality flaw. It's a learned behavior. It's something that develops over time, often as a response to stress, fear, or a lack of motivation. But the good news is, just as it is learned, it can be unlearned. Just like we train our bodies to run a marathon or learn a new language, we can train our minds to adopt new, more productive habits. It requires patience, dedication, and a willingness to push through discomfort. We can train our minds to be more action-oriented. This involves setting clear goals, breaking tasks into manageable steps, and rewarding ourselves for progress, no matter how small. It's about rewiring our responses to challenges, replacing avoidance with engagement, and viewing obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than threats. This shift in mindset can make a world of difference. Turning I can't into I can, one step at a time, is a powerful transformation. Each small victory builds momentum, making the next step easier and more natural. The first step is to acknowledge that change is possible. Believe in your ability to grow and improve. Self-belief is the foundation upon which all other changes are built. You are not destined to be a slave to procrastination. You have the power to take control of your actions and your future. It starts with a single decision to change. You have the power to rewrite your story, to choose a path of action over apathy. Every day is a new opportunity to make different choices and to steer your life in a more fulfilling direction. To choose action over apathy, to take deliberate steps towards your goals, and to build a life you're excited to wake up to. It won't happen overnight, but with consistent effort and a positive mindset, you can transform your relationship with laziness and unlock your full potential. Each day, commit to taking one small step forward. Over time, these steps add up to significant progress. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. Perfection is an illusion that often leads to paralysis. Instead, focus on being consistent. Consistency is the key to long-term success and personal growth. Embrace your imperfections and show yourself compassion. Understand that setbacks are a natural part of the journey and not a reason to give up. Celebrate the small victories along the way. Each achievement, no matter how minor, is a step towards your larger goals. These moments of success will fuel your motivation and keep you moving forward. Never underestimate the power of taking that first small step. It is the beginning of a journey that can lead to profound changes in your life. Embrace the journey and let each step bring you closer to the person you aspire to be. One of the most effective ways to combat procrastination is to break down large tasks into smaller, more manageable runs. This chunking technique makes the overall goal feel less overwhelming, tricking your brain into thinking, "Hey, I can do this." Think of it like climbing a mountain. Staring at the summit can be intimidating, even paralyzing, but if you focus on putting one foot in front of the other, on conquering each small incline, eventually you'll reach the top. The same principle applies to your goals. Want to write a book? Start with a page a day. Dream of running a marathon? Begin with a 10-minute jog. By focusing on the immediate, achievable step, you build momentum, gain confidence, and turn what seemed impossible into a series of small victories. Section 5. Autopilot to Success: Building Easy Routines. Routines are the secret weapon of high achievers. They eliminate the need for willpower, which is a finite resource that gets depleted throughout the day. By automating your actions, you make it easier to stay on track, even when motivation wanes. Start by identifying your most important tasks, the ones that will move the needle towards your goals. Then create simple, repeatable routines around them. For example, if you want to exercise more, designate a specific time each day and lay out your workout clothes the night before. The key is to make your routine so easy that you can't say no, even on your laziest days. Over time, these small actions will compound, leading to remarkable results. Section 6. The 2-minute trick: outsmarting your inner couch potato. The 2-minute rule is a powerful tool for overcoming procrastination. It's based on the idea that getting started is often the hardest part. Once you're in motion, it's much easier to keep going. Here's how it works. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. Answer that email, put away the dishes, write a to-do list. These small wins create a sense of accomplishment and build momentum for tackling larger tasks. For bigger tasks, commit to working on them for just 2 minutes. Chances are, once you get started, you'll want to continue. And if not, that's okay. You've still broken the inertia and made progress. Section 7. Celebrate the small wins: the power of rewards. Our brains love rewards. They release dopamine, a feel-good chemical that reinforces positive behaviors. By rewarding yourself for taking action, you create a positive feedback loop that makes it easier to stay motivated. The rewards don't have to be big or expensive. It could be as simple as enjoying your favorite cup of coffee after completing a task, watching an episode of your favorite show after a workout, or buying yourself a small treat after reaching a milestone. The key is to choose rewards that are meaningful to you and to link them directly to your desired behaviors. This will help train your brain to associate taking action with positive feelings, making it more likely that you'll repeat those actions in the future. Section 8. Progress over perfection, the long game of achievement. Remember, success is not a straight line. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and days when you just don't feel like it. That's okay, it's part of the process. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. Don't get discouraged if you stumble or miss a day. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up consistently even when it's hard. Each small step you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem, is moving you closer to your goals. Embrace the journey, learn from your mistakes, and never give up on yourself. Remember, even the longest journey begins with a single step. Section 9. Your journey starts now. You have the power to change your life one small step at a time. Don't wait for the perfect moment or for motivation to strike. Start now, with whatever you can do, no matter how small. Write down your goals, break them down into manageable steps, and commit to taking action today. Celebrate your wins, learn from your setbacks, and never underestimate the power of consistency. Your dreams are waiting for you. Go get them.